Welcome back to CryptosRus. My name is Aaron and you're watching DeFi Friday. Today, guys, I'd like to talk about how to get invested in new projects, how to get whitelisted, how to get into launch pads, what to look out for, and who to follow in Twitter and Discord specifically to get whitelisted and to get into these pre-sales. Most of these pre-sales, guys, will do very well. In fact, some great ones recently that I'd like to talk about, so let's get on into it. So first thing I'd like to talk about is launch pads in general. Launch pads are a big part of the Arbitrum ecosystem in particular right now, but are becoming more popular all over the DeFi space. My favorite one is on the GMD protocol website. The GMD ecosystem, including GND and now Gast over at the GHA token, the GND token and GMD token, two of which were launched on the GMD Launchpad. There's been a lot of success on this Launchpad, guys, and I just want to make you aware of it in particular. Be sure to jump into the Discord channel for GMD and GND in particular to get involved with this one. But another one in Arbitrum is Camelot, and Camelot's probably the most well-known. This one is pretty constant with launchpad activity. You get to see some of the recent launchpads that have launched, the tokens that have been launched over the last several months here, Grail being the first, and they've had a bunch since then, PNP being the most recent, guys, and each of these have done very well as well. Speaking of launch pads, the last one on GMD actually did really extremely well. It launched at 8 cents and I believe went all the way to like $3 or $4. Pretty incredible returns on the War token in particular. And so go and check those out. War was launched on the GMD Launchpad. Gast, the GHA token, was launched, went from like $8 at presale or $10 at presale and went all the way up to like $70 at its peak before we've had this little downturn right now in the current market. But we're seeing some multiples on all these, and that's why I want to talk about token launches in particular and how to get whitelisted. So how do you get whitelisted for these sales? Well, in GMD specifically for their launchpad, you do have to have some of the GMD tokens locked as ESGMD and staked in their protocol. The nice thing about having some locked staked GMD is that you also get some ETH rewards from protocol revenue, so that's pretty cool. Same with Camelot. You do, I believe, have to have some of the Grail tokens locked in xGrail to be eligible to take part in these priority sales, as they call them, or the launchpad sales. Other sales that I've been a part of was the Granary sale. Granary did an LGE or a capital raise essentially for their token, and they made eligible anybody who bought a bunch of different NFTs that they minted for their sale, and different projects they partnered with. If you had one of their NFTs, you could be a part of their token launch. For Grain in particular, the more rare your NFT or the earlier you bought your NFT gave you a different allocation and how much you could buy. And the same thing actually with the GMD token. The GMD Launchpad also has some cool partnerships where if you own XGND over at GND Protocol, or if you own some Gast, you're able to get into some of these launches as well. So depending on which one you're getting up into, you want to check on the availability. And the best place to do that, guys, is in Discord. So go and find the Discord servers for each of these protocols. So usually under info you can find docs or stats or partners in order to find where their Discords are. Often you can just go to the bottom of the page as well and click on the little Discord icon to get an invite for their Discord servers. I believe Grail is the same, so let's go over to Camelot actually and go over here, and obviously their Discord server is there. I do try to get into Telegrams for each of these as well if they're available. A lot of content about the protocols are in Medium, so check those out, and of course Twitter, guys. And speaking of Twitter, I want to share 3 people that I continually see great alpha from. So alpha meaning ahead of the crowd, right? Being the first to know about these launches, these launch pads, these token sales. 3 of them that I particularly like and are as follows: Shiro at CryptosRus _ is one of the best as far as getting some alpha. There's some great, there'll be token launch alpha here, but also airdrop launch alpha. So if you're into scouring chains for some airdrop farming, or if you're looking for some token sale alpha, check out Shiro. The other 2 are DeFi Mochi. DeFi Mochi is a full-time crypto content creator. Mochi has clued me into a couple of pre-sales that I've gotten whitelisted for, and I've benefited from those. And then also I want to mention CryptoLin as well. CryptoLin is how I got into the granary sale, actually. So follow these accounts. Watch them, try to decipher what they're talking about. Some of them speak in code a little bit to keep the alpha, right? But it's really great content, guys, and I really recommend that you follow these as closely as possible if you're into getting in early to these. And I believe in especially in crypto right now, in DeFi in particular, it's super important to get in early on these tokens before they go to market. So do be careful, do your own research, not financial advice, obviously. Get in there, check out some of these pre-sales. Try to understand the DeFi protocols in particular before you ape into them with your hard-earned USDC and ETH, right? But I think a lot of these are worthwhile, especially if you're getting the info from these reputable content creators. I personally got into the GND priority sale on the GMD Launchpad, guys. I bought GND tokens for $70 at the priority sale, and at its peak, GND hit $600 per token. Now, it has retraced to about $300, guys, but that is much more than the $70 that I bought them for. And I'm very happy to be making some serious APRs on those tokens right now, as I've locked and staked them in GND protocol. With that, thank you so much for watching DeFi Friday. Again, my name is Aaron. You can follow me at AllThingsETH on YouTube and on Twitter, as well as in Discord, guys, if you can find me there. Feel free to reach out in all of those. My DMs are open always, and I'm happy to answer any DeFi questions that you might have. I find that getting in early to tokens has been very profitable for me, and I hope it's profitable for you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.